are the three Latinas.
Okay.
Oh, you want to do the hardest, most difficult to succeed 1,000 no's to every yes that you get? Like, I'm scared for you.
Do you
Talk about
cry?
feelings.
Do you cry a lot?
Cry all
So
the time.
much?
Every time she yells at me, I cry.
Okay. I don't normally strip for guests, but this is a special occasion. And so-
Yeah! That looks good on you.
So
Well,
that was
well.
a little surprise for you.
I liked
That
it.
was
'Cause
sexy.
I've gotta
I
represent.
liked everything about
For those
that.
of you who can't see, the
I
non.
It was
like-
also the most like non-sexual strip I've ever seen. It was like,
I know it wasn't. It wasn't great.
I
But
liked every part
For
of that.
the people who don't have a visual, I just took my striped shirt off and I have a Boston Red Sox T-shirt on. Oh wait, hold on. Let me.
Jay, is this
I mean,
what it
those
actually does
also-
take for you to get
Sleeves,
like?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So
All right,
We
I
gotta cut
think-
the camera, guys.
I think
you guys
we're-
gotta get the fuck out.
Yeah. And we need to go because
every night we
Well,
do
this
this.
was-
We actually do this same bit every night.
Jane, I was just saying this
Hold
is how
on.
you get Jay worked up.
Oh, all the time.
Every
All the time. Boys, please.
Hey,
Speaking of worked up, boys.
But anyway, we're really excited. How are you feeling?
I'm so excited to be here.
I could tell.
No.
I could tell. It's just it's seeping. It's seeping out of you.
No.
It's
This is awesome. I really love your set.
stop.
our house.
I love our house. I
our
love
living
your
room.
house.
You have any
Yes.
questions about like the couch?
Yeah, no, it's really nice. It's very warm and inviting.
Beautiful. I love it. Well,
You don't have any random
thank
dudes coming through here getting stuff out of refrigerators,
yeah.
Yeah.
interrupting
never
your
happens.
stuff.
Change
Yeah,
that.
right.
Never
right.
happens.
Right. Well, let's get started. Welcome back to another episode of After We Wrap. Yes, I am your host, Jaina Lee Ortiz.
And I am Gabriella Ortiz.
And I am Jay Hayden.
Wait!
Oh, what? Look
at
I thought
this
we were
guy.
all doing a thing. I want to be one of the three Latinas.
Well, we've seen.
We are the three Latinas.
Okay.
Is that
I love
what
the
we
hip
do?
thrust action.
Yes.
We've seen today's guest on many films and television projects, such as Hulu's original Battleground, ABC's The Catch, Station 19, and so much more. But once again, this show is all about who we are when the cameras stop rolling. So let's dive in. Everyone, please, welcome to the show, finally. One of the funniest people I know.
Nope.
I'm biased, obviously, but seriously, he's the best. Everyone, Jay Hayden!
Thank you. Thank you for having
Finally.
me. Thank you.
Finally, yes,
This
finally.
is, you know what? Before we even start, I just want to say it is an honor to be your first male guest on this show. It means
Yes.
a lot.
We're not the
I'm
first.
sorry.
Yes.
It is an honor to be the first male from Station 19 on the show. And I really,
That's not true. Oh, we've had Carlos.
it is an honor to be the first half Korean
Yep,
guy.
yep,
Oh,
yep, yeah,
hey,
yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's great.
Okay.
So thank you. Thank you for coming in. I mean,
thanks for
you
having
didn't
me.
really come in. You were already here.
Thanks
So you
for
just,
coming downstairs.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's dive in.
Okay.
How are
Let's
you?
dive in. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I just got out of the cold plunge,
Ooh.
so my teeth are chattering a little
How
bit.
often do you cold plunge? The people want to know. I know, but the people,
You're
need to
supposed
know.
to do it like 2 or 3 times a week.
okay. You
I'm
do it about 2-3 times a week.
I'm trying.
Okay.
It gets a little, it's like intimidating because the first time that you do it, it's so shocking and you're like, I'm doing this. And then the second time you do it, you're like, this is healthy for me. I love what happens after. And then there's this weird intimidation thing where you're like dreading it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're like, all right. And you put the swimsuit on and you stand there and you get your towel and then you look out there and it looks back at you and you like find other things to do.
Yeah.
So you don't go do it. And
Do you find it beneficial before or after a workout?
honestly, if you get up and do it the first thing in the morning before you do anything else, it's the most beneficial for me
Wow.
personally.
Mm.
I don't know.
Well, I
if
don't
that
love the
is-
cold. You love cold.
I do. Well, I grew up in Vermont.
That's right,
so
everyone.
I'm used to being
Mm.
cold.
Yeah.
A lot. I don't like being hot. That's true. You
I
love
love being hot.
Yeah.
I thrive. I
It
actually
was
thrive in
100
heat.
degrees in here
Island
every
girls,
day.
yes, island girls, right?
Island
we were
girls, honey.
hanging out
Yeah.
yesterday outside. There was a heat warning, and we were still out there just
I was just like,
soaking
yeah.
in the heat.
Side note, I came home. I had played golf, and I was so uncomfortable because it was hot, and I couldn't wait to get into the air conditioning, maybe in the pool. And I come back, and these girls are sitting outside. You guys must have
heat.
been out there for hours.
Yeah.
In 90 feet, 95 degrees,
Doesn't
just
affect us really.
hanging.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
chatting.
great.
yeah. That's what us
It felt
island
good.
girls like. No, I mean there are hot and cold. I feel like half of the questions I'll probably answer or assume what you're gonna say before you say, but I'm gonna try not to because it's really hard.
Let's give
No.
them a picture of our real life. You ask me
Okay.
a question, and then you answer before I can respond.
Okay, wait, really quick. Let's dive in. We ask everyone who comes on.
Yeah.
This is what we ask them because we want to know their life outside of the
Okay.
business.
Okay.
So, what is your daily routine when you are working on a project? And how do you decompress after a long day on set?
Oh, I wonder
Sexy.
what did Carlos say about this?
You know what?
What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
Can I guess?
said?
He smoked some weed
Yeah.
before, and then to decompress, he smoked some weed.
Yeah, probably.
When I work as an actor, I can't work out before I go to set. I cannot.
Because you sweat.
Well, I mean,
Like you
if
continue
the
to sweat.
scene was, yeah, I'll work out if we're doing like a firefighting scene where we're running in and out of the house. But like, if it's like comes into the locker room and is talking, I have to be so focused about, I have to like have so many thoughts about the character that I can't work out for some reason. Because when I work out, I'm in my own brain and thinking about growing up in Vermont and the kid on the soccer field that beat me in the state championship game, and I'm still going against him, and the people that didn't believe in me, and the blah, blah, blah. I know, I'm crazy. But I can't do that if we're doing a scene, so I have to be like making myself do character thoughts and what I want to execute in the scene. And so I have to, so it's like 1 cup of coffee, not 2, because I can't over caffeinate. Again, the sweating.
Yeah, the sweating is real.
real.
You were one of the
Yeah.
guys on the show to
Okay,
sweat the most.
We don't have to say
Like, you were the
I
biggest-
that's
No,
not
you were the
true.
biggest sweater.
Here's the
You,
truth.
Oak, and Gray were the biggest
Oak,
sweaters.
number 1.
Yeah, yes. Too. And you took.
Gray, number 2.
Okay, but you were right behind them.
Great. J, number 3.
Yeah,
but I
you were
was a
like-
deep 3. Oak was like gallons, buckets of water.
Yeah.
Gray, I don't even want to talk about it.
He could just walk and he sweats.
Yes.
He could just sit down on a chair and he
I
sweats.
perspired in a sexy way.
Ooh, your sweat is sexy, you're saying?
Yeah. Anyway.
Jay has
She was
sexy sweat.
You guys were asking a thoughtful question.
Okay. So yeah, how do you
And
sorry.
so to decompress,
Yes.
I
Not coffee.
would love a bourbon on the rocks.
Oh,
Fucking
nice.
on the rocks.
Wow.
But sometimes we're not supposed to be drinking all the time, guys. That's not what this show's about.
That's debatable, guys. That can't be true at all.
But
Yeah.
that's what I like to have. Or maybe watch a show that has nothing to do with what we do.
Well,
So no workout even after a long day on set.
I don't know how she does that. She does that. We can do an 11-hour, 12-hour day and
then
we're
work
picking
out.
up people and dragging them through a house and doing CPR and yelling and screaming and crying. And then she'll come up and be like, Latinas.
that is not true. That is not
I
true.
come home, I drag my ass to this couch, I lay literally down, and then I complain about what time our call time is the next day.
But I don't like.
Maybe that's my decompressing. The complaining.
That's it.
Yeah,
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. It actually sometimes helps.
What's
We have
up?
to tell our viewers about our friends over at Magic Mind.
Magic Mind.
And their mental performance shots we've been loving.
Yes.
Why don't you show them, Jay Hayden?
They're
Jay-
designed to enhance focus, clarity, and reduce stress.
I don't know about you, but just after a few days, I really noticed a difference and my productivity went up. I felt less
Oh
anxious.
my God, same here. Yeah. I love the sustained energy that it gave me, even like when I have to focus on an audition or something like
Yes.
that. I'll just do a shot and I'm
Beautiful.
just like laser focused.
I love that you put your glasses on
Oh,
to
I
take
will.
a
Oh,
yeah.
look at it.
I will
One of
dial
the
up
key
some of this.
ingredients is cognizin citicoline. I'm not sure if that's the correct pronunciation, but
yeah.
it's great for your brain health. And let's not forget the organic ceremonial grade matcha.
And it's packed with nootropics and adaptogens, plus time-released caffeine, which is awesome.
Yep. Magic Mind is also committed to sustainability. They're carbon neutral and support mental health organizations, which we think is awesome.
Oh, yeah. And so for our listeners, you get 20% off Magic Mind. Just use the link on the episode's description to get started.
Yeah, definitely. Check it out. It's made a big difference for us, and we think you'll love it too.
You'll love it.
Jay, you'll have to. That's our last
wait.
one. We're gonna have you try it maybe another time. But
Not right now. Yeah. We'll just
It's a hot product.
keep it there.
how do you go ahead?
No,
go
I
ahead.
was going to ask that question.
Yeah, no,
So,
yeah, no,
how
yeah,
did
yeah,
you
whoever wants to go.
How did you get involved in the entertainment business? What was
I know.
How did it
this
happen?
Is a question that many of us want to know.
So I had dropped out of Ithaca College because I didn't. Soccer was not the path. I went to school. I went to college to play soccer because everybody told me to do that.
Amazing soccer player, by
My
the way.
coaches, I was
Incredible
okay. I
soccer
was
player. One of the
okay for a
best
small
in
amount of time.
Vermont.
In
Let's
the
just say it.
90s. People,
I believe it.
we had just found out that the sport existed. I had dropped out of school, and when I went back, my father had done the right thing and was like, "You're paying for your own school, and I'm not gonna help you." So I could afford to take
Dropped out of college.
Yeah,
Okay.
college. And I could only afford to take 2 classes, and I needed to prove that I could get good grades. And one of them was a Stephen King writing course, which ended up being the coolest class ever. And then the other one was an acting class because I thought I can get an A in this. This is an easy A. And the class was easy, but at the theater, when we would go in for that class every night, there was like the audition sheet of like what was being cast at the theater. And there was a 1-act play. And I was like, you know what? I just want to know what it's like. Like, I want to just know how I stack up against college actors. And I didn't tell anybody, and I just went, and I ended up booking that part. And, it's like the first time on stage when you come out in front of everyone to perform. And then I was like, oh, I have to do this.
Well,
Wow.
what pulled you in?
Yeah.
Did you see someone? Did you remember a movie? Was there a certain actor that was it just
it was
acting course itself?
It was no, it wasn't the course at all. It was going out on the stage, and you can see the audience, or you can feel the audience in front of you, and they're waiting for you to tell a story. And that exhilaration, and then as you get into it, and you are, I don't know, you're like a true storyteller in that moment, and you can feel everyone's energy tuned into you. And that is just such a amazing feeling that I just wanted more of.
You felt like a rush.
Oh,
But what I mean was what drew you to take the class? Like, were you just thinking, oh, it's an acting class, I can?
I mean, I did musical theater in high school, but that was like
Oh.
the school musical every year. But I didn't think, I was kind of told by an acting professor at Ithaca that I didn't have enough experience to get into an acting program. So I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, this is just this one class that anybody at UVM can take. So I was enjoying it, but I thought that there was not a chance that I could. I was drawn to it literally to get an A to prove to my dad that I could go back to college full time.
Oh,
And then
wow.
luckily they were casting that play, and I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to audition for it. No one will know. I just want to know how bad I am. And then I got it.
When you first told your dad that you were acting, what was his reaction?
I don't care. good for you. Finish college.
Right.
Like, and I was like, I think I'm gonna be a theater major. He's like, absolutely not.
Yep.
You can finish your English major. And I said, okay, but I'm gonna be a theater minor. And he said, I don't care. And I said, okay. And then I went to a theater professor that I had that I thought was gonna be my biggest fan. And I was like, Professor, I'm thinking about going out to LA and being an actor. And she was like, you won't make it. It's really hard out there. There's no support system, Jay. You're not really experienced enough. I think I would stay closer to home if I were you. And I went, okay, now I'm definitely going.
Now you're definitely gonna
Now,
do it.
yep.
Yeah.
Which is actually exactly what I needed to hear. So maybe she was a genius, or maybe she just didn't believe in me, and that's.
Have
kinda
you
what I
seen her
needed.
since?
Yeah. Did she call you when?
Did see her. I saw her years later.
Okay.
And she ran up to me and said, "Oh my God, Jay, we are all just so proud of you here at UVM. You know, you're one of our success stories we tell." And I went, "Thank you, Professor. Good to see you too."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's yeah.
And then this one, like the true Latina you are, you were like, "You should have said."
I mean, you know, at that point,
Jaina.
I feel like with her response, she said it without having to say it. I'm sure
Right.
she felt.
She did.
Yeah,
that is true.
And yeah, because what's crazy that I don't think, I mean, most teachers have to know that as kids we don't forget things, but even as teenagers too, and young adults, we remember a lot of the things that our teachers tell us, and we take it with us. You know?
It wasn't like. And honestly, why did she say that to me? She probably was like most parents and friends and whatever, when someone says they want to go out to be an actor, oh, you want to do the hardest, most difficult to succeed, competitive thing in the world that is 1,000 no's to every yes that you get. Like, I'm scared for you.
Yeah.
And so,
And I'm pretty sure in Vermont, it was Vermont, right?
Yeah.
That not every student.
it's not exactly a hotbed for actors.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But look at you now. If you weren't, no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it reminds my college experience too of dealing with teachers that are like, it's not gonna happen.
It's
We
not
can
gonna
take
happen.
a class here. You'll get your extra credit, but no.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So crazy.
But was there a movie or a person that inspired you that you saw as a kid? I mean, you went into musical theater in high school, right?
I watched Gary Oldman in The Professional. It's a weird movie,
I remember.
but he created this villain character that I thought was so unique and was.
What age did you watch that inspired you?
Listen,
He
I'm
was,
sitting here like,
he-
Ace Ventura.
he was
okay.
let's just
I'm
say
a little older.
He's not a millennial.
It was in '93, wasn't it?
He's
It
not a
was
millennial.
it was early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And of
Jay's
course
76, everybody.
we
Looks
watched
great.
We watched it at Andy Colachico's house because his older brother was supposed to be babysitting us.
Using full names on this podcast.
Yeah.
And he drove us down to Wooden Sons Video, and we got it on VHS, and we popped that sucker in there. And I mean, obviously it was super violent and I shouldn't have been watching it, but I did remember Gary Oldman in that movie, and being like, oh, I want to play a character.
Yeah.
like that.
Ah.
Cool.
Wait, did
Yeah.
you sing too? You were doing musical theater?
I was the Cowardly Lion in The Wizard of Oz. so
We have
I
a picture
did-
of it actually. We
Again,
can
we
show
do.
you.
Oh,
We
let's
can
cut to
show
that.
you.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
Let's give a good
Gonna
30
kill?
solid seconds.
I know.
What?
Come on, let's just show it. It's cute.
If we didn't live together, you wouldn't have access to this stuff. I'm sure
if you-
Carlos did some.
Jaina, I'm going to allow you at any point in this episode to cut back to that picture. So
Okay.
anytime you need to.
I will.
Anytime, just say cut to the picture.
That's just great.
Question: if you weren't an actor, what would your profession be? What do you think
Well, we know that.
you would be doing?
We know the answer.
Soccer player?
Yeah, but let's just be, I was never going to be good enough to be a professional soccer player. So what would I have done? I would probably own a breakfast and lunch only diner and I would work the counter.
That was so
of
random.
my own
He's
diner.
always wanted to.
No
do
dinner
really?
allowed.
I know that's actually what I want to do when I retire. I want so
No.
bad to own a breakfast and lunch diner. Oh, like kind of like just like a horseshoe shape, and then like someone's actually doing the grill, and I'm like,
Excuse me, sir. What time does dinner start?
It doesn't start.
for the last time, Ralph, you've been in here every day.
Breakfast and lunch only.
Only.
Me.
I love the vibes in this place. The owner is so nice.
That's exactly right. And I get in a fist fight with Walter every Tuesday when he comes in and asks about dinner.
Walter.
You don't want to be here on Tuesdays. Walter's going to come in. He's going to ask about dinner. Jay's going to kick his ass. Happens every single time.
He always thinks he's real clever about it. Where's the dinner menu? Where?
Dinner today? God damn it, Walter.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
we have
I'm
one
sorry.
more
What
question.
were we
I
saying?
know,
What were we
I'm sorry,
talking
I'm
about?
sorry.
What were we talking? Hey, you look very
it-
attractive.
It's 'cause
And
I'm
I
wearing a
mean that
Boston
in the
Red Sox
most
shirt.
professional
He's
way.
real
'cause
torqued up right now.
I'm just the guy
know.
being interviewed.
This is our cue to leave, babe.
But
Let's go.
you have
Oh.
what it takes.
Oh,
Hmm.
thank you.
So do you.
So do you. Oh, yes, that's right. It's just he's flirting, you know.
Okay.
I love it.
Here we go.
What do you do?
Oh,
Gabby has
okay,
an important
so,
question for you.
Okay.
Okay, let's take a quick break. Jaina, in today's digital age, our personal information is more exposed than ever, and it is almost, it's very scary if you think about it.
Yes, absolutely. And that's where our sponsor for today's episode, Aura, comes in. They're here to help protect our digital presence.
So I did a little experiment and Googled my name, my legal name, and the amount of information, of personal information available scared the crap out of me. And that's when I realized the importance of a service like Aura.
Exactly. Aura helps safeguard your data by showing you which data brokers are selling your information and automatically submits opt-out requests on your behalf. You wouldn't believe how many brokers had my info until I used Aura.
And it's not just about reducing spam. Aura's comprehensive protection covers your social media, your bank accounts, and more from hackers. Plus, it's really easy to set it up.
Aura combines antivirus, VPN, password management, and even parental controls all in one place. It's peace of mind in a single package.
So don't leave your digital doors unlocked. Check out Aura. Go to aura.com/afterwewrap or click the link in our description to start your 2-week free trial.
Yes, protect yourself online with Aura. Visit aura.com/afterwewrap. And now let's get back to our episode.
Let's get back. Are you watching any TV shows right now?
Funny
Yes.
you should mention.
Oh.
Okay, so wait.
You were into
the
it
one
last
that,
night.
Wait,
You were
no,
into
before
it.
I talk about that, because I do want to talk about that one. We're also watching Presumed Innocent,
Oh,
which
Which
is
one?
very good.
Presumed Innocent on Apple with
Oh.
Jake
It's a
Gyllenhaal,
David E. Kelly
Peter
show,
Sarsgaard,
and
Ruth Negga. Ah,
in her, she
so
she
fucking
does
good.
get one over. She was like, "We need to watch the show," and I was like, "I'm not."
Usually the stuff I want to watch, he's not into, and vice versa. He wants to watch like sci-fi.
I'd rather watch Roadhouse with Gyllenhaal than Presumed Innocent.
And once, yeah,
It's good.
It's freaking
You
good.
got
It's
hooked right
David E.
away?
Kelly.
Okay.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you know that camera was on you as well?
Yeah, but
That's
I like to
your-
give a little bit of love to everybody.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Wait, are those just on you guys?
No,
this
it's on
one's
everyone.
Oh,
This
hey.
one's just on the list.
Yeah. Look,
And then
I like to, like a true ham, I like to make sure my coverage is everywhere.
Oh boy, here we go.
this is his audience right here.
This is a question that we ask everyone, and we just I added another one to it. Is there a question you've never been asked but always wanted to?
What the hell, babe?
I
You said to me last night in bed, you said, and quote,
In
don't
bed.
worry, I'm not going to ask you anything hard.
okay. What question were you
No,
hoping?
fine. You want to know?
Yeah. Is there a question you've never asked but always wanted to?
No, babe.
Okay.
I
So
don't-
what question were you hoping we would never ask?
Oh,
Because I know you don't like certain. Gosh, don't
I'm
ask me
so
about.
intrigued.
just about like my previous work on other stuff, because I'm very hypercritical of myself, and I just feel like I'm terrible everything that I do. So I don't like to go back over my work, because then I start slipping into, and I sucked in that, and I wish I could have been better in that. And I mean, there was a commercial that I did once, I think for Applebee's, that I was pretty damn good in. Other than that,
There was another one. There was another commercial.
No, Jay.
Yeah,
Jay.
there was a commercial that
it
he
wasn't a
did
commercial.
back in
Yes,
the day.
it was for
Are we talking-
Pizzones. Pizza Hut Pizzones.
No,
I nailed it.
not
the
that
beer one.
The beer
Hola.
one?
The beer one?
¿Qué tal? Or hola pa.
Oh my God.
Did you speak Spanish in a
Listen.
commercial?
Okay, listen.
Hey, Jaina, can we actually re-record the top of the episode? You've seen him in the Applebee's commercial.
And as the cowardly lion,
We
let's
are
show
the
the photo.
cowardly lion.
Show the
Yes.
photo.
Do you remember that AT&T commercial with the president? That he meets this girl on the train and then they go back to.
That was
me.
that's right.
was it?
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
No, but there's another commercial too. I mean, you did tell me that was a commercial.
Yeah.
You saw him.
So he
which
got
is so
cast
cute.
because at the time they didn't know that he was half Asian, and
At
he
the
thought,
time,
well, he looks
yeah.
Latino. Maybe we can give him a line in Spanish, and he pulled it off. I mean, I know it's a little like you didn't go authentic with the casting, but
It
you
was.
you were holding
Different
a
times.
6-pack of beer,
Yes.
and you went to your dad. And what did you
Yes.
tell your dad?
Well, I'm walking with a 6-pack of Miller Lite. And I walk down the street, first past a bunch of dudes partying, and you're like, oh, he's going to a party. And then I walk on by. And then I come across these other people that are chilling on a porch, and you're like, this is where he's going. And I walk on by. And then there's a porch with a pretty girl, and everyone goes, that's where he's going. And I walk on by. And I continue walking down the streets. The sun is almost setting. I'm walking, and I finally come to one more porch with nobody on it. And I knock on the door, and an older man opens, and I say, ¿Cómo está, pa?
I think we have a picture from that one.
plug the picture. Cut to picture.
Beautiful makeup. Who did your makeup?
¿Cómo
Beautiful
está, pa?
makeup.
Isn't that so
¿Cómo
cute,
está, pa?
dude?
No,
Oh,
pa,
goodness.
pa.
Pa, ¿cómo está, pa?
Pa.
That cowardly
That's
lion
cute.
picture better not be up right
Oh
now.
my god, I love
No,
it.
but the one commercial that I saw him was which I told you about this one. Was it the Alexa voice or the Amazon?
Yeah, the
Right?
Alexa Prime.
Yeah,
Amazon
where she had
Prime,
just
yes.
come out, and
Oh,
I remember I was still in. Oh shit, I was still in college. Like I was.
no.
Damn, we.
Oh, yeah.
aged us.
Mhm.
But I remember just being on the couch and be like, huh. And it's like, oh, he's in a little circle, and I was like, mira este, who's that? I don't know. And then I saw him,
Which one was this?
I don't know, like some Alexa commercial.
Oh, yeah. It was
Oh,
like when
man.
that first came
Who's
out.
Alexa?
By the yeah,
Who's
Alexa? Don't
Oh shit, no.
don't wake her
Yeah.
up. She's been on one lately.
But then I remember seeing.
Honestly, she has been on one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
She's been talking back too.
Yeah.
We'll like give her a command and
You
she'll
don't
go,
treat
okay.
her with respect.
No, she'll just be okay. Like you don't have to say okay, just do it.
you know,
Babe.
Jaina, do you ever thank Alexa for all the things you
I
make her do?
honestly, I think
know?
we need to thank ChatGPT, Siri, Alexa,
Yeah, Gabby and I
because
talked about this.
hello, what if one day they get some sort of
Gabby is straight up
Power
taking one of my bits
and-
right now and making it
and-
her own, and I don't like it.
and I mean,
And I
we
don't
have to
appreciate
be
it.
nice to them because you never know.
That's true.
That's
So
true.
anytime I go on ChatGPT, I go, "Hi ChatGPT, how are you?"
Oh really?
true.
Oh my god.
Listen.
Are we training them into emotional
Listen, here's the thing.
vulnerability?
The other day, I literally broke the zipper off my golf bag on the drive home.
Oh, no.
I
Oh,
walked
no.
in and I yelled out to Jaina, I broke my fucking golf bag. And I go upstairs and I turn on my phone, and the first ad on my phone is for this new golf bag that just came out, which, by the way, looks amazing, and I'm getting it. But
Hey, Jay, what brand is it?
no free ads. You want us to mention golf bags? You guys got to sponsor this
Jay,
show.
I might be able to get you a free
I
one.
meant the ghost golf bag. Anyway,
How was
they're
it?
listening. The phones are like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
all
Yeah.
listening, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we better be nice, Alexa. As you know, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna ask you a very
Switching gears.
A tough
short
question?
Tough question.
but
Put the
it's
specs on for
it's
this.
got it's got heavy weight.
Sound as intelligent as possible.
What is your biggest fear?
Okay, this is what we were talking about last night, babe.
Well,
I
we
said
ask
no
everyone-
feelings, no feelings. Okay, what's my biggest fear?
It's okay. You can take your time.
Um,
It could be as light or heavy as you want.
no,
open
my
to
biggest
everything.
my biggest fear is that I won't be able to take care of my parents. That's my biggest fear. I'm not afraid about us. I love you. I know we're always gonna be okay, but my parents,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I just get scared about what they're gonna need and require, and like how much of you and I, how much of our energy is going to be poured into making sure that the last chapter of their lives is as beautiful as, that's what I told you none of these questions.
So
babe.
beautiful. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that. That was really sweet.
You know
Beautiful.
what? The glasses are going
May
on for this.
every
Let's cut to
may
the wine.
every parent be blessed to have children
Oh, yes.
or a child like you to want to have the best for them and want to make sure that they're taken care of, when they grow old, because it's scary when that time approaches. Anyway,
Yeah.
switching gears one more time really quick.
Yeah. So, what advice would you give 21-year-old Jay?
Oh
Aw.
God, so much. I wish. Honestly,
Where were you at 21?
I think.
Oh, he was fucking
where was
partying.
I was partying really way too hard.
That's right.
I just wish I could have been like, hey, man, some of the things that you're doing, future Jay, 30-year-old Jay, 35-year-old Jay, the future versions of Jay, because as we age, we keep changing, we keep evolving. Our priorities, the things that we want, our goals, the things that matter to us, they continue to change. And I didn't know that back then. And I would just be like, just don't close any doors. Like, have all your future doors open to you. So the future versions of you have all the options that he wants, because the not going to class enough, the not paying attention enough, the partying too hard and not focusing more on some of the opportunities that I had at a younger age. Like, I could have prepared more and got myself in an even better position. I'm very blessed. I feel very fortunate of where I am in my career. I can't even imagine how much more I had to give if I had just gotten an earlier start. And I just wish that I could, like, hey man, instead of going to that 3-day Fish concert bender, maybe you do audition for this play and chill at home and maybe eat a little healthier and work out.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you still look great and you treat your body very well. I mean, knowing I'm also jealous that he can just he has such a fast metabolism. He'll eat
Yeah.
anything and then like have a 6-pack. Ugh.
Do you think that's the athlete in you?
That
Because you've
is the soccer player in him for sure.
I think it is, but I also think that at a very young age, my Korean mother was pumping so much kimchi into me
Oh yeah.
that like I grew up with a very, very healthy eating habits and lifestyle,
Yeah.
and that like carried me even through the times when I was not eating healthy.
My favorite story about his relationship with his mom and her relationship with cooking and food is that he grew up thinking that you couldn't buy bread at a store. He never thought that that bread was in a bag. You
Wow.
could just buy it at a store.
Yeah.
He always saw it being home
she
made
tricked me.
in the oven.
She tricked me, and I'll tell you another story
Oh my
about
God,
how
can
my
you tell,
mom used to
can
trick
you tell
me.
the McDonald's story?
So we would go on these road trips.
Are you gonna cry?
These road trips.
Okay.
I wanted
It's funny.
kill
Okay.
about these road trips. My mom and dad loved to go on long road trips, and my sister, went to college in another state, and then after that, her and her husband moved to India. So we would go on these long road trips, and my mom would literally cook for 2 days and then meticulously pack these on the road coolers where we had every meal pre-cooked by my mom.
Wow.
Because she would say that all of the places that you would stop and eat on the way were awful food
Yeah.
that tasted so bad.
Yeah.
So what would happen eventually on a trip to Indiana, the food would run out. And we would pull into McDonald's and my mom would mind fuck me and say, Jonathan, mommy is so sorry. She did not pack enough food and now we have to eat at the McDonald's. And I would cry.
Stop.
No, I don't want to eat at McDonald's. I know, Jonathan. I know, but maybe you can just have the chicken nuggets. No, Mom, I don't want chicken nuggets. Why? And literally, the McDonald's tasted horrible because as any kid that is forced to eat broccoli, of course the broccoli tastes bad. The McDonald's tasted like poison to me.
Yeah.
And only McDonald's
hold up.
every fucking day of my life.
Hold on.
And weirdly enough, my dad would never say a word during these interactions because he was probably like, Jesus Christ, Sonny. So I went to college and was drunk one night after the bars closed and someone was like, let's stop through McDonald's. And I would initially I went, oh man, McDonald's.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. But again, you're drunk, so you're in a different state of mind. So when that Big Mac first touched my lips for the first time, I had a reawakening and called my mom the next day and said, Mom, you lied. McDonald's is amazing. I had a Big Mac. They're crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had that kind of stuff. So I didn't have a lot of fast food.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely it, but that's so
Yeah.
funny.
Isn't that funny?
Oh my God. McDonald's is terrible though.
Okay, one
Wait,
last
did
question
you-
before
did you
listen to that.
Sorry, did you graduate from
University of Vermont. Yep,
Vermont? Okay.
UVM. I'm a catamount.
What does that mean?
I guess it's a type of mountain lion, but yes. It's,
Oh, is that the
UVM,
college-
the mascot?
Oh, the
Okay.
mascot.
I
Okay.
actually was the school mascot for a short time.
No.
I was Charlie
Let's
Catamount.
cut to a picture.
Yes, we have.
I can't believe you have access to all the pictures,
No,
babe.
actually, I don't have. that one,
What did you graduate with? Did you,
English major, theater minor.
okay, so you
Per
did
my
do
father.
the theater
Yeah,
minor.
I did.
Okay.
And he was,
okay.
because he literally was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Just finish your
Yeah.
major.
Like, did you appreciate what you learned in school, like your theater minor, and did it help you with navigating through the industry here, or was it a waste of time? Like, what are your thoughts in
No,
theater
I don't
majors?
think.
or minors?
I think some of the acting classes were helpful. I think it really, there's a nurturing aspect to learning a story and telling a story. I think stage time was always beneficial. Getting up in front of an audience and playing out a scene with the other people on stage and it becoming whatever it is. That whole
That was a
by the way,
bird.
that was a bird.
That was a
A
bird.
literal bird just flew through the yard and the dogs went World War III.
I know.
That's great. That's great.
You don't.
Way to guard us, guys.
You don't like dogs that bark. You don't like barking. Right?
Yeah, well, again,
I learned this about you.
Korean mother. So my mom,
Oh.
my mom did not. My mom ruled the dogs growing up with an iron fist, not in a physical way at all. My mom literally, again, she wouldn't. Our dog Tyler. If the dog did not listen to her the first time she spoke, she wouldn't touch the dog for a week. Like she would not pet the dog.
Oh my gosh.
So she just withheld. Why do you think I became an actor? I'm starving for human emotion.
There it is.
She literally, the dog would put his paws in the kitchen and she'd go, and then he would back the paws up and I could see him in his mind be like, oh man, she's not going to pet me for like 3 days for that one. 3 days, I ain't getting a pet for that one.
Oh my goodness. I love
So
it.
yeah, so the dogs never barked in the house, ever. And then of course, because you do what you're raised with, right? I became Sunja. And now when Lou barks at something, and I go, okay, no barking, and he barks again, I'm like,
Yeah. Sometimes he likes to sneak one out too.
yeah. And then, then what is that? That whole,
Yeah.
but but also he can't stop himself, so he's like,
Yeah. So silly. Okay, before this or that, we have to ask you one more question that we ask every guest. That if you were to be stuck on an island,
What are 3 things that you're going to take with you?
Ooh. Okay. Now I'm going to just say that for the benefit of this question, I have access to electricity, correct? Come on.
Is that
does
can I
he
have
have
do
access-
certain-
do I get like
you
a
can
por-
bring electricity.
Oof, okay.
so that's 1.
Then I'm going to go electricity.
Okay.
Damn.
I know.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I know. It's tough. It's tough.
And with my electricity, I'm going to bring my speaker, my portable speaker.
Sure, that's
That
2.
has the songs already on it.
That's 2.
You need
No, okay.
you need music on an island?
I think you would probably go crazy if you
like
didn't have
piña
music.
colada.
Yeah. You just
Hey.
play Jimmy Buffett all day long.
All right, 2.
He's looking.
family. Let's just do family. So
You
everyone
can't.
can
You
be
can't
together.
influence him.
Oh, sorry.
Looking at her.
He's looking at me.
He's looking at her.
Probably need you.
Gabby loved that one.
Because then
Listen.
we have music, we can dance,
Oh my goodness. He's just saying that.
and then I'll catch the fish with my bare hands.
Ooh, sexy.
So this is a romantic escapade.
Like in
basically.
Triangle of Sadness.
Oh
that
God!
movie?
Yes,
Was
yes.
whack.
What an insane
I mean,
movie.
cool.
I mean,
but
cool. Very
Yeah.
we couldn't stop watching.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop watching.
But
Yeah.
we were like,
Is that like
it was this.
You would think it was like Castaway. It is not.
Is this Will?
Yeah. There's some of this.
There's one
There's a
scene
lot
that
of
I'm
mom.
thinking about right now, and it's like, oh,
I know the
yeah,
one
the-
where
the-
she's
in the
Yeah.
toilet.
Yeah, yeah.
You fucking see that like
No, okay. All I can think of is, okay, guys. All right, we're gonna start rocking the room, and remember, you're covered in your own feces, but you're trying to throw up into the thing. But remember, roll around in your feces. Here we go, and let's start the boat rocking. And action, you're pooping. Like
my
that's
God, it's
crazy.
so
How do you
nuts.
do that?
How
as
do
an
you
actor?
do that?
Remember, you're still pooping.
Well, I
you're
think it
trying
was
to
all
puke.
effects, right? It had to have been.
Have you ever dealt with anything like
No,
that? Okay.
never.
Never done
Oh
anything.
gosh.
Puking. Well, puking,
No.
like even in your skits, you guys do oatmeal.
Yeah, oatmeal or bananas or anything like that. Something any
Bananas?
mushy
Oh, okay.
that isn't like disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
Have you had puking
That
on
was
19?
thick.
I had to puke into a bucket in a scene. Remember?
But did you see?
We had that
Oh,
gruesome
yeah,
thing,
but
and then
you
we
didn't
come
show-
back
you
and
didn't
I
show
throw.
what you
No,
were throwing
no,
up,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never puked on
Throwing
camera.
up is the worst feeling ever. I hate throwing up. Oh yeah, sometimes Luke comes in and pays a visit.
I got a question.
Uh-huh.
The inevitable Hayden biopic. Who do you cast to play yourself, and who do you cast to play Jaina Lee Ortiz?
Such a good question.
There's a sensibility that I require to play me, so I know he's a little older, but Jason Bateman has to play me.
Ooh.
Just his general disdain of everything. It fits me very well. So he's gonna have to play me, and then
Can you do a Bateman impression?
I can't do a Jason Bateman.
It's tough.
impression. Do you have one?
He's a little okay, bud. Oh, right. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
It just.
I was
Yeah,
just
it's a
listening
little-
to Shameless
little
on my way
poppy.
here. Or not.
A little-
Yeah.
Mhm.
Smart list.
A little sharp. And then, I mean, listen, J-Lo from Out of Sight was pretty good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
J-Lo from Out of Sight. But
I'm not saying J-Lo Atlas. I'm saying J-Lo from
Out of sight. Yeah, J-Lo out of sight.
Yeah.
We can be no, I was gonna say George Clooney.
Yeah, the remake of
Remember
Out of Sight.
We were both up for I'm just thinking Halloween.
Oh no, Pretty Woman.
Richard Gere, young Richard
Yeah,
Gere and well,
Julia
yeah,
Roberts.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always said
But if there was ever a J-Lo biopic, this one.
oh,
100%.
listen, if
Million
J-Lo ever
percent.
did a biopic, she'd do her own biopic.
She'd
Like,
do her own
would play.
biopic, that's true.
She would
Yeah.
just
That is true. That
make
is
herself look.
100%.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, did you see that new Tom Hanks film
That looks interesting. Zemeckis, the new
I'm
Robert
sorry,
Zemeckis movie.
Is that literally one frame? The whole movie is one frame?
It takes place in that room the whole movie
And they're just going to shoot that one frame.
over a. I don't know about that, but like
because in the trailer, that frame never changes.
it could be that frame the whole
Oh, really?
time, but it
But
takes place
they-
over what 100 years.
Do
or
you
Yeah.
think
something?
we can stand 120 minutes of that though?
I don't know.
I'm looking forward to
will
seeing
have to
it.
be an entertaining movie.
Yeah.
I'm looking
And
forward to
they use like what was it? The effects to make themselves
De-aging.
de-aging.
I mean, we get
A little
Force and
Benjamin
Ginny again together on
Literally.
camera.
Oh, that is
Mhm.
pretty sweet.
Button. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know what love is.
Okay, we're
Jimmy.
gonna.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
It is. You never know what you're gonna get.
All right, take it easy.
Sometimes you're like, this flavor. Ooh, yes, that flavor. Love it. More of that. Not-
What?
I'm talking about chocolates now.
Oh, I thought she was going right into an ad hit.
It was pretty. I was
like
seamless.
this, oh wow, that was a really good.
Listen, we're gonna do a quick this or that. You cannot think. It's rapid answers.
Fine.
You have to spit them out.
Don't tell me what to do, babe. I love you. I love you so much.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Comedic or dramatic roles?
Comedic.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Theater or film?
Film.
Playing a hero or a villain?
Villain.
Read books or watch movies?
Watch movies.
Night shoots or day shoots?
Day shoots.
Yeah, summer or winter?
Winter.
I know. I knew every. I could have answered this and got it
love.
all
That's
correct.
what
we should have done.
Well, what we're gonna do
Oh,
is
that-
when we do a couples episode
Yeah.
and have Shane,
We gotta
Gabby,
do that.
you and I.
That would be sweet.
We're gonna see how well we know our
Maybe-
spouse.
Oh, the newlywed
Newlywed
game.
game. Yeah.
Newlywed- Maybe
Oh
our
my
fans
God.
can plug in some questions in the comments too.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Okay.
Now I did another this or that. It's a little more of a personal edition. Ready?
You ready?
Okay.
Baseball or American football?
Baseball.
Soccer or golf?
I knew it. I knew it. I knew this was gonna get him. I knew this was gonna get him.
Golf.
Ted Williams or David Ortiz?
David Ortiz.
Boston or Vermont?
Boston. Wow.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. No, wait.
Wow.
We broke him.
Chocolate ice cream or chocolate cake?
Oh, chocolate ice cream.
Pizza or tacos?
Tacos.
Pitacos.
Pizzaco.
Hey,
Last one. Bourbon or ice cold beer?
Oh,
ice cold.
Ooh.
hell yeah.
God, I could go for one of those right now.
And that was
But
it.
We're
And
being
that was
healthy.
it. Boo, we're done.
Great. You guys, thanks so much for having me. This is great.
That was it. There's nothing else. See how easy that was?
To be the first freckle face half Korean on your show
Aw.
really means a lot.
I stop it. Freckle face up. Yeah, this was fun. Look, I did want to ask you. Oh, my earring just came out.
Oh, no.
I did want to ask you some deeper questions, but I know you gave us some feelings. You gave us some emotional stuff.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. You asked too many deep ones anyway.
I know.
So
I do.
yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, how are you feeling today? How are your deep feelings?
And you know
right
what
now?
I'm going to respond with now? Let's do a check-in. And I'm going to respond with my feelings and ask her about her feelings.
Okay, this is that time of the month when we get really sensitive and emotional.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes guys don't want to talk about their feelings.
But we're working on being more in touch with our
Open,
feelings and
yeah.
also in touch with the fact that you guys would like to talk about feelings.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so
I
I'm
like
going
it.
to
Healthy.
check myself before
Aw.
I wreck myself.
Do
and
you
talk about
cry?
feelings.
Do you cry
Oh,
a lot?
Cry all
So
the time.
much?
Every time she yells at me, I cry.
Okay,
Oh.
all right. That was a good one. Well, that was a great episode.
Well, that'll wrap it up.
Yeah. After we wrap, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Oh yeah, where can people find you? Plug your socials.
You can find me a lot of times at Erewhon at the Hot Bar and sometimes at Woodley Lakes Golf Course between the hours of 9 and 2.
On social media?
On social media.
You don't. He doesn't go on social media.
No, I do. I go on social media. I check it all the time.
Jay
My
Hayden.
socials are
Jay Hayden
at jhayden00, I believe, for
zero. Is it 0?
Instagram and Twitter/X.
Cut to the picture.
Go to the picture. Yeah, whatever.
Also the Cowardly Lion.
He's amazing.
Okay.
Thank you again to our friends at Magic Mind. Don't forget, if you want to try Magic Mind, click the link in the description for how much percentage
For
off?
20% off.
Sweet.
You're going to love it. I love it.
We love it. We love you.
Yes, we love you.
See you next week.
Thank
after
you,
we wrap.
Jay. Thank you
Thank you
so
so much, Jay. Thank you for being here.
I love you, girls.
We love you.
Thank you. You're the best.
Thank you.
And I love you.
Love you.
I love you. I
So
love
much.
you so much.
So much.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. This is where I go.
Bye.